Hi yogis, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne. I'm so happy you are joining me today. Today we're going to be doing a creative vinyasa flow and really getting into our hips. This is a little bit faster of a pace class, a little bit more intermediate to advanced class, although beginners are always welcome and just take breaks whenever you need to. I'm not suggesting any props in particular, but if you like to have blocks, a strap or a bolster nearby, please do. So we're going to get started right away in child's pose. Let's come onto our knees. Widen your knees about hips width or maybe slightly wider. Hips back towards heels. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Ground your forehead. And just take a couple moments here to get grounded. Nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. Again, inhale through your nose. Let it go. One more time, inhale. Let it go. Start to move your breath in and out through the nose. Soft whisper of ha in the back of your throat. Stretch your fingers out in front of you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And make your way up onto your hands and your knees. And we're going to start with hip circles. So you'll draw your hips around to the right. Sweep them back. Opening up the lower back, outer hips, round to the left and then forward. And just move to the rhythm of your breath. Waking up the hips and the lower back. Opening up your shoulders and chest a little bit. This always helps me warm my wrists up as well. And then switch and go in the opposite direction. Beautiful. One more circle around. You find neutral in your spine, tuck your toes, and then lift your knees just an inch off the ground, press into your hands, pull your navel to your spine, and breathe here for 5. Just building some heat right off the bat. Feel your arms working. 3, 2, and hips go up and back into downward facing dog. Pedal the legs, bending one and then the next. Let's take our right leg up to the sky. At the top, bend your right knee and open up through your right hip. Flex your ankle, flare your toes, and then do some big circles here with your knee. So circle the knee around as big as you possibly feel comfortable doing. Feeling the movement in the hip socket. Go about 3 times in one direction. And then we'll switch and go in the opposite direction 3 times. And we'll pause with our knee lifting to the sky, hip opening. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee, tap your left tricep. Good. Inhale again. Foot to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip up. Toes are active. Exhale, right knee taps left tricep. We have one more of those. Inhale, foot to the sky, bend the knee, open up. Exhale, right knee taps left tricep. And thread your right leg over to the left. Fallen triangle, left hand reaches up. If the sole of your left foot comes down, and just sweep your left arm up and over your ear. Take a big breath here. Good. With your exhale, lower your hips down to the ground. You're going to bend your right leg. I know it's hard for you to see. And then cross your left leg over your right. So you're in a Gomukhasana shape. So the knees are stacked. And you can always straighten the bottom leg if you need to. Take a deep breath. Reach your arms up to the sky. And with your exhale, just bow over your legs any amount. You might not be perfectly squared off on your mat. That is okay. 3 full deep breaths here, just stretching out the outer hips. Good. Inhale, peel your body off your thighs. Sit back onto your bum a little bit. Unwind your left leg back behind you. Place the foot down towards the ground, and you're going to pivot so your hands are on the mat, and then just move your right knee under so you're in tabletop position. Lift your left leg up. Let's bend our left leg, open up your hip a little bit by circling the left knee around, kind of like we did in down dog. Go 3 times one direction and then 3 times in the opposite. Just feeling things warm up. Good. Pause with your knee lifting to the sky, gazing forward. Breathe. You can reach your right hand forward, just adding on, or reach your right hand back and catch the instep of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand and open up your chest, your shoulder, your lower back a little bit. Got a big breath in. Exhale, slowly release hand and foot, hand out, leg out. Hand to the ground, press back, down dog, left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And then we're switching sides, so we're going to circle the left leg around here. Circling left leg around 3 times in one direction, and then go 3 times in the opposite. Good. Left knee to the sky, bend the knee, open hip. Exhale, left knee taps the right tricep. Yes, you've got this. Inhale, foot to the sky, bend knee, open up your hip. Keep your breath nice and fluid. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Come all the way forward. Can you make contact? One more time. Bend the knee, open up on your inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep. Elbow, forearm, whatever you can get. And then extend your leg through, fall in triangle, reach up to the sky through your right hand and reach your arm up and over your ear. And just get a good stretch in your side body, your outer hip. Got a big breath in. With your exhale, lower your sitting bones down, bend your front left leg and take your right leg over the left. So go Mukhasana, the heels are close to your hips, stacking the knees, and again, the bottom leg can be straight if this is just too much. Inhale, sweep arms up. Good. Exhale, bow over your legs. Relax your jaw, your neck. Everything just settles for a moment. One more deep breath in. Peel yourself up. You're going to release the top right leg back. Bend the left leg if it was straight. Pivot so your hands are at the front of your mat. And then move your left knee out underneath your left hip. Pick the right foot up. Bend the knee and then do some circles here with the right knee. Really lubricating our hip sockets. 3 in one direction and then go in the opposite. You'll pause with your knee bent, foot facing towards the sky, kind of neutralize your spine, and you might reach your left hand forward, or you might reach back and grab the instep of the foot. Kicking foot into hand, chest reaching forward. Breathe here for 3, 2. Good. Hand and foot release. Hand comes to the mat, tuck your left toes, go back to down dog, right leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip up. Right knee taps left tricep. Inhale, foot to the sky, bend knee, open up. Good, cross under your body, tap left tricep. We have one more, foot to the sky, bend the knee, open. Right knee, left tricep, thread through, fall in triangle, reach up to the sky with your left hand. Take your top hand up and over your ear. And this time with your exhale, dip your hips down to the ground. Good. Inhale, pick back all the way up. And exhale, dip down. Find some strength. One more time. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Inhale, lift your hips back up. Circle your hand to the mat. Sweep your right leg back to the sky. Bend the knee, open up your hip. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Turn your toes out. So this is a big wide stance, and then peel your right hand up towards the sky. Deep breath in here. Bottom left leg is nice and strong. Exhale, take your right hand. See if you can tap your left thigh. So it's a big movement in your spine. Inhale, sweep the arm all the way back open. Exhale, right hand taps left thigh. Good, one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, hand taps thigh. Good, inhale, open to the sky. Roll to the outer edge of your back foot and turn your right foot all the way to face the right. Lift up through your hips, top hand reaches up and over ear. Good, exhale, dip the hips low. Inhale, lift up. Feel that really yummy stretch. Exhale, dip low. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, circle your right hand to the mat, pivot towards the ball of your back foot, and then wiggle this right foot in so the feet are in line with your hips. Sweep your arms up to crescent lunge. Soften the back knee. Beautiful. As you sink down, feel some work in your legs. Just take a couple breaths here. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Gaze forward at something that's not going to move. You're going to bend the back leg and step forward with your left knee coming to your chest. Cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh and sit back into a figure four. Breathe. If you want a little bit more, you can reach your hands towards the mat and do a little fold. Whew. My outer hips are really feeling this deep, deep stretch. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. Gaze forward, look forward, reach your arms up. Unwind your left knee to your chest. With your exhale, slowly sweep your left leg back behind you. Come through a warrior three. The hands are back by the hips. Square the shoulders and hips to the earth. Active legs and fingers. Big breath in. Good, step back, crescent lunge. We've arrived. Bring your hands steady at your heart center. Lengthen your spine, twist left upper arm across right thigh. Press down through that top palm and just rinse everything out. Good, deep breath in. Full breath out. Slow your breathing down. One more deep breath. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Step back with your right foot. Hover it in plank. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. You can take a baby cobra. We haven't even been here yet. Or you can press into up dog if your body wants more. Exhale, move back, down dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Bend your left knee, open your hip up. Left knee taps right tricep. Foot to the sky, bend the knee, open up. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. So strong. One more time. Foot to the sky. Bend the knee, open up. And then you're stretching your left leg through. Fallen triangle. Take your top hand up. Good. Reach your arm up and over ear. Strong legs. Exhale, dip low. This is a lot about our core strength. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, dip low. Dip low. Isn't that like a singer? Or a DJ? One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Got it. Inhale, up. Circle your hand to the mat. Foot to the sky. Bend the knee. Open up. Step outside of your left hand. Toes turn towards the left. And reach your left hand up to the sky. Big breath in. When you arrive, back leg is nice and strong. Exhale, sweep the left hand underneath and try to touch back on your right thigh. Inhale, open up. So a lot of dynamic movement in our practice today. Exhale, left hand taps right thigh. And find a round here. Inhale, open up. And exhale. Good. Inhale, open back up. Roll to the pinky toe side of your bottom leg. Turn your left toes all the way to the left. Lift your hips up as you reach your top hand up and over ear. Exhale, dip low. Good. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, circle left hand down. Walk your left foot towards the midline as you pivot to the ball of your back foot. You're coming up for a crescent. Sink down into the legs. Soften the inner shoulders, gaze forward. Find something that's not moving. Take a nice big breath in. Stay for your exhale. God, you're going to shift your weight forward, pick your right knee up and into your chest. Cross right ankle over the top of your left thigh and sit down for that figure four stretch. Beautiful work, you guys. Sit a little bit deeper so you can stay upright, or you can take hands down to the mat. Preference. Breath is still with you. Good. Take your gaze forward, slow, stand up if you're folded. Bring right knee into your chest and then step back for your crescent. Finding your crescent, bring your hands to your heart for our twist, lengthen. Take right upper arm across left thigh. Press down through your palms. Rinse out your spine. Feel your body releasing stress, gaining strength, focus, mental clarity here. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands unwind to the mat. Step back to plank and hover your left foot. Big breath. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog or cobra. And take a down dog. Great opportunity for child's pose if you need it. Couple rounds of breath and stillness here. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Wiggle your feet out a touch wider, toes out, heels in. Squat from Malasana. Let your body rest in the stillness of holding this pose. Eyes closed, perhaps, just going inward. We've been moving quite consistently through our practice. Notice what your body needs here. Good, big breath in. Full breath out, hands release to the earth, hips lift up. Heel toe your feet just a touch wider than your hips. Fold forward, take your hands around your shins, grab one hand around the opposite wrist, and then relax the effort in your arms. Slide your forearms as far down the outer legs as you can. Let your upper back release. Beautiful. Hands release to the mat. Walk forward. You'll come onto your hands and your knees. Take your right leg back behind you. Reach nice and long, and then bring your right knee into your chest. As you do, cross the right thigh over the top of the left, widen your feet, and you'll sit all the way back for one more round of Gomukhasana. So the heels are hugging the outer hips. You can also sit up on a block here. Didn't mention that earlier. I apologize. And you're just, sitting upright is kind of the first step. Second step, folding. If you're open for taking full Gomukhasana with me, you reach your right arm to the sky, and a strap is really handy here if you need it. Reach up and then touch your hand to the middle of your back. Take your opposite left hand and lift up, drawing your right elbow towards the midline of your body. You can pause here, or you can reach around with your left hand, go down the middle of your back, and a strap would be between your hands, or you'll walk your fingertips. Maybe you can connect, allowing the shoulders and chest to be open along with the hips. Once I get into a flow, I can barely speak. Staying upright, or some of you might want to fold. We have 5 more deep breaths here. Just being in the moment of the practice, whatever it has to offer you today. Never forcing a pose, just going to a place that feels accessible for you. And if you have your hands interlaced, release the hands first. Take another moment in the pose. Then you'll lean forward so you can walk your hands forward and unwind the right leg. And I just want you to go back to those hip circles just to let the outer hips breathe a few times around each direction. Pause in that all fours position. Reach your right leg back and then bring your right knee to your chest, left leg, second leg, left knee to your chest. Cross left thigh in front of right. Widen your feet. Sit on back. And then you can kind of adjust. You ideally want both sitting bones on the ground here. Just take a moment to get into your pose. I'm pretty tight in my hips, so you'll see my knees aren't completely laying on top of each other. And it just depends on, what shape your body is. If you're more muscular, you're going to have a harder time in some of these poses. It's like the muscles don't want to fold, right? So just do your best. You can stay here, you can fold, or you can come with me for the chest and shoulder opener. The left hand will go to the sky, really reach up long, and then drop the hand between the shoulder blades. Take the opposite right hand to the elbow, lengthen, and you're sitting up tall. And so for some of us, this is enough. Okay, you're working towards that full posture. If you need a strap, place it in your top hand, the left hand. We'll reach around with the right and see if we can't grab fingers. Some of us will just use a t-shirt between, or grab your t-shirt, grab your bra. And you can fold, or you can stay upright with me. This side for me is so much tighter. I've had different shoulder injuries over the years. You never want to force something that doesn't feel right. Back out of it a little bit. The intensity of the pose can really get to your brain. Your brain might start to go, or your body might start to say, I need to come out, I need to come out, I need to come out. Just really check in. Do you need to? If you do, please do. If you're able to stay those last couple breaths, stay with me. It's here where we really grow, in those moments that the pose might feel deep, but we're in it. Take a deep breath in, unwind your arms first. Just pause again with just the hip stretch. You'll shift forward, come to your knees, unwind the legs, and one more time, do some hip circles. Just let the lower back release, let the hips release. More organic this time if you want to kind of go back and forth. End up in a child's pose. We come back to this pose that we did at the beginning of our practice. Allow yourself to settle, to sink in, to receive. Roll up onto your knees, roll off onto one hip. And we are done with our flow for today. So you're going to come all the way down onto your back. We'll start with a happy baby pose. Grab the outer edges of your feet, knees wide. Breathe. Draw your lower back and your tailbone down to the earth. Take the tension out of your shoulders, your neck, your face, your jaw. It's a quick practice. Hopefully you got what you needed today. Release your hands from your feet. Drift your knees to the left. Reach over with your right arm. Right shoulder draws down. Rinse out your spine. I always think sometimes if you don't have a lot of time for a full hour or 90-minute practice, sometimes doing a shorter practice doesn't seem like it's even worth it, right? And I want to kind of break the idea that these shorter practices, if you're consistent and you show up every day for yourself, they really build into that 1 or 2 longer classes a week, right? You do a 20, 30, 40-minute class every single day or every other day. It adds up over the course of the week. And I think just showing up is the hardest part. So allowing yourself to kind of switch sides, bring your knees through center and over to the right to kind of just reset your mind if you're kind of in that old school mentality that a practice has to be long. And if you do like longer practices, I definitely encourage you just tag a couple classes in a row. Just do a couple back to back. Get that same length and feeling out of it. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. Give yourself a little hug, a thank you for showing up. Big breath in. And exhale, stretch out onto your back. As you find your way onto your back, let's stay together. This is one of the most important pieces of the pie here in our practice. So find something that's comfortable. Dedicate to just a couple minutes of stillness. Let yourself receive. If you have more time, please stay. Otherwise, start to deepen your breath. And wiggling your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Bend your knees, roll to one side, and migrate up into a comfortable cross-legged seat. Just for a moment, keep your eyes closed. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Palms can turn up or down. Soak in that little bit of time you have for yourself here. Take just a couple more breaths that are solely for you. Whether you're giving to your family, to a job, later on in the day, just allow yourself this moment, nurturing our deep inner soul. Bring your hands together right in front of your heart. I thank you so much for being a part of this practice today. Please comment below with if you like class, if you have any suggestions for classes in the future. I love, love, love hearing from you guys. We seal this practice today. May the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. Namaste. I will see you guys again here soon. Have a great day.